Alright, so we're gonna finish up this event. We're at the end of it. So the truth behind the doppelgangers and the nightmares has been revealed. The actions of the past send ripples through fate, and even the events of today blur the lines between dreams and reality. So we found out last time that the reason why the doppelgangers were appearing is it turned out to be the Danuki that were transforming. And it turns out that three of them were possessed by a horn that they found that was buried here in Inazuma, and it turns out the horn belongs to an Oni that used to be A's old friend, Chio, who she cut down herself. Well, she didn't actually kill her. She had cut off the horn and one of her arms and destroyed like half a mountain with one strike to strike her down. But I think if I remember correctly, I think she said she did kill her. But then they said that she didn't, that after she cut off the horn on the arm, that she actually fled and disappeared and died naturally on her own. I don't know. But the horn was filled with her nightmare because she got stuck in a nightmare and would like harm everybody near her. And the only way to try to get rid of her was to strike her. And I think that's what A had done. So yeah, some characters still aren't voiced. Everybody's not voiced except for Yai in this cutscene. So I have to read for them. Okay, so I assembled all the key information into booklets, Lady Guji, and the incantation for the ritual has been distributed along with them.
Remarkably efficient, Ayato. How are things with the Tenryo Commission?
We have adjusted our defense efforts in response to the Nightmare Fragment. Now that we no longer need to worry about the doppelgangers, we can be much more efficient.
Oh, you're here!
Hello, everybody. Ah, and with your arrival, we can be even more confident in the strength of our defenses. You are placing a lot of hope in me, aren't you? Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. We all must do our part to give Sovereign and the Shogun the best chance against the enemy. Yeah, so we're gonna try to lure the... what is it? Like the creature that was created from the fragment. We're gonna try to lure it towards us. And A is going to try to pull it into the plane of Euthymia, where both of us must therefore destroy it or fight it. But the plane of Euthymia is not here, so the only person who can actually go in there along with A is us. Because during the main Electra Archon story quest, when you first get to Inazuma for the first time and you fight her and everything, she does pull you into her plane of Euthymia, and we're like the only person that's ever been allowed in who she ever let in, as far as I know. Could be wrong on that, but I do think in the story, at least of which I've seen, we are the only ones she's ever let in there. So none of these other characters have been in there, because why would they ever need to be there?
Well, it's a relief to have you all in our corner.
Wait a minute, where's Sayaka? With the festival preparations complete, we have everything covered over here. Ayaka is currently helping those in need, you could say.
Those in need?
Most of the game development teams are short on manpower, so Ayaka and a few others are helping them out.
I'm sure you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight.
Oh god. Yeah, that's gonna be hard, because we have to choose between Mizuki and Kokomi's game, Sayu and Yoimiya's game, Toma and the other Three Little Demons game. And mostly because if you look at this from the last video, we found out that the three Oni that were supposed to be helping Toma were the ones who were targeted and attacked, and they were also the ones who were replaced. The Tanuki had taken those kids specifically, those three Oni, and had replaced them. So the only person who had worked on the game technically all by themselves was Toma and the other Tanuki who wasn't possessed. But still, everything that went into Toma's game, he did it all by himself, because the three Oni that were supposed to help him work on it weren't really the kids that he was met like the first time. He met them on the first day of the festival, and then they got replaced. So his team wasn't really a team, because he didn't even realize that his own teammates were replaced with doppelgangers. So Toma was hit. So I feel like I most likely will pick him, not just because of that, but mostly because of what his game was based on. The Harpastum, the Ludi Harpastum from Mondstadt, because Toma is from Mondstadt. Yeah, he does classify as an Inazuman character, because that's where he's from, like from here, that's where you meet him. But he's actually from Mondstadt. But he does classify as an Inazuma character, which is funny, even though he's from Mondstadt. So I like that game as well, so I most likely will choose his as the winner. But I wonder how that's going to affect the other teams.
Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourself. We need this event to be as joyful as possible if we want the plan to work.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Once you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in with A.
Way the hell up there. I need to turn this up. Sometimes it's a little loud though. So just talk to people and then talk to A. I have to choose a game. Ito's over there. Man, this is gonna be tough. I have to choose between them.
Captain! Swordfish 2! Salute!
Wow, it's been a while. I'll say, the squad was a little reluctant to help at first, but telling them you were the festival representative had them moving faster than the actual swordfish.
To be honest, some Watatsumi Islanders aren't too concerned about the festival or the safety of Narukami Island.
That's so fucking blunt.
But if they knew it was for the captain of Swordfish 2, I'm confident everyone would be here in a heartbeat.
I'm not sure I deserve that level of loyalty. I doubt you have a choice at this point, Sovereign. Not even the words of a divine priestess are enough to convince the people of Watatsumi and Narukami Islands to let go of the past. It takes time, communication, and most importantly, the help of a very special people. Your representation at the festival and my collaboration with Mizuki will serve as bridges between Watatsumi Island and the outside world.
I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi. On par with a certain other shrine maiden I know.
Mizuki! Did you get any sleep at all?
I'm fine. Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times in my line of work.
So that's a no then. Get a good night's sleep once this is over.
I will. The good news is the ritual is all set. That means the festival can proceed, and we can focus on realizing our vision. As for the more pressing matter, once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin the ritual. But it needs time to take effect. You and the Shogun are the only ones who can subdue the enemy until then. Do you remember what I told you yesterday, before you left for Isa Bathhouse? Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
Just talk about A. I remember.
Good. I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore.
Let's see if they have anything else to say. Oh, I wanted to ask, do you know what this strip of paper is for?
Oh, Miko wrote that. She can explain it better than me. Why don't you ask her?
I think I'll ask someone else.
Big Dog is afraid?
Let's see. God of Thunder, heed our call. Ah, it's the ritual paper. Big Dog. Yeah, because Goro... What is Goro exactly? I mean, I know we have a lot of curious characters in this game that are a mix of human and some other creature, but most people just keep calling him like Dog Boy or whatever, but like, what is he really? Like, what I mean, like, what is he? Like, is he a type of yokai? Is he just a regular wolf boy? Like, what the
Don't you think this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make this small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand, don't you think? You're right! I never thought about it that way.
Nice one, Ayaka. I knew you'd be a great addition to the team.
Oh, no. You two did all the hard work. You made it easy for me.
Hello.
Oh, when did you get here?
Just now, literally just now.
Just now!
Seems like you're a natural, Ayaka. A real game developer at heart, huh?
You talked about wanting to create a game the day before yesterday.
Oh, you remember that. Well, Brother had everything covered, so I asked Yoimiya if she could use a hand. I'm just glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience.
An inconvenience? We were in such a jam. You saved us.
In a jam? Because jam is sticky, and we got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Not that kind of jam. But it doesn't matter. We just need to get this done.
Traveler, Lady Gucci told me about the upcoming battle. As I understand it, this is an extremely dangerous endeavor, and the rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful.
Hmm. Alright, Sauron's got the hard stuff covered, so let's give this our all.
How did you sleep last night, Sayu? Do you need a break?
I think I can push through just this once. I'm sure I'll still get taller. Great Mujina Yokai! Good luck!
Oh, but she's not a yokai, she's a human girl. I mean, yeah, she's dressed as a Mujina, which is a demon or yokai. Hello! Yeah, none of them are boys, so I have to do it. Oh, Toma, my bro, literally. Heard you're in a bind. The almighty Arataki Unbeatable and the unmatched Gabe Dev team is here to help.
The Arataki game rules!
Oh my freaking god. I'm not sure how helpful most of them will turn out to be, but I at least am a licensed game designer. I'm so sorry, everyone. I was so focused on this game I didn't notice Kinkaku and the others at all. Yeah, so he feels really bad because... like, he feels like it's his fault because those three demon... he really did meet them. They were here on the first day, and they were all replaced by doppelgangers. And he kind of feels like not only did he let himself down, but he let them down because they were his teammates that he was supposed to look out for and protect for the duration of the festival. And yet they were all taken right away, and he didn't notice. So he feels like it's all his fault.
Not your fault! Bakedanaki are powerful! Even Shoisei couldn't smell them!
Yeah, we didn't notice anything either. Sovereign, Paimon. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm sure all Hitotsumi Kozu and his little fellows want is for you to honor their last wishes and finish what you set out to do. That was beautiful, boss, but last wishes are used for people who are, you know, dead. Dead as in the big sleep, the final curtain, the last hurrah. Genta, you copied down the wrong thing.
Longhorn Oni is stupid. Stupid Oni really helped make game?
Well, see. But as you said, I'll try my best to, finish what we started.
By the way, where are the real Hitotsume Kozo and his friends? And what about Tetsunosuke and the others?
After the three passed out, the Bakedanaki hid them in their home to keep them safe. Under the influence of a nightmare fragment, Bakedanaki are kind at heart. As for Tetsunosuke and the others, they're in charge of setting up the ritual as punishment for causing all that panic. Something about showing them what it's really like to work through the night. Sounds like Miko's doing the look on our damn faces. Hence, once you deal with the crisis, I think I'll get the whole gang together. He told me Sui, Kozo, Yoko, and Kappa. Plus, Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke too. We can all play a Kitsuha past them to our heart's content. I like how he doesn't harbor any ill will towards those demons. He's like, yeah, they took my team and did what they did with them, but they didn't harm them. They put them somewhere safe while they were impersonating them. They put the real ones in a place where they wouldn't be harmed. But still, only Toma would think about that. Like, most people would hold a grudge, right? Like, if you had these Tanuki that stole your teammates, impersonated them, like, you would hold, like, some kind of animosity towards them, right? But Toma doesn't. I'm thinking we spice up the final stage with a Kaboom King, designed by after the one and only Arataki Ito. I mean, come on, how epic are these horns?
Great idea, boss!
Oh my god.
Something tells Paimon this group is about to be as useless as the one you had before.
Don't worry about hurting any feelings, Mr. Toma. Just let them know if someone's being a nuisance, and I'll knock some sense into them.
Hornless Oni? He's as scary as ever.
It's fine, as long as Ito's okay with the Kaboom King being defeated by a hard past him in the end. Yeah, I already defeated that. I did that on my own. I already completed the final stages of the game. I did record me doing them, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually upload them separately. But I wanted to focus mostly on the story, so when it comes to the mini games, as you can see, I already finished all of them. I have check marks on all of them because I finished them all. See, I did all of them already. So, I probably won't show me doing those. Because we already got them done. I also got all of the stamps collected as well. I have all the stamps collected, so I basically got all of the rewards that I could get out of this. You get the weapon literally right away. And then you get the 4 or 5 level up materials for it. So, I pretty much had already did that as well. The only thing is, I don't really have anybody to give that polearm to. As you can see, all my polearm characters are full up. So this is like, I guess, an extra weapon. In case they make another polearm character in the game, I guess this is the only weapon I will have available that's free. I already got it maxed out to refinement level 5, but because I just got this weapon, I have to work on maxing it out, which I haven't done because all my polearm characters' weapons are pretty much maxed out. The ones that I use anyway. And when it comes to my main team in this game, I don't use them really anymore. My main team consists of Heizo as my leader, followed by Kenichi, Kazuha, and Skara. The only character that ever gets swapped out is probably where Kazuha is. Like the 3rd character slot, I often will put somebody random in, but I don't really use characters like that anymore. When it comes to polearm characters, I usually don't. Even in my Ether account, I have Ether as leader, followed by Fremine, who's Claymore. Like, the 2nd slot for my team setup, the 2nd character slot is always Claymore. So, in my Ether account, it's, Ether, Fremine, Sitlali, and Lanyan. And then in my other Lumine account, I think it was Lumine, sometimes it would have been Yunjin, but I think I switched it to Lumine, Razor, Yunjin, and then Yanfei as last, as Catalyst. So the way my team works up, first character as leader, it's either sword character or Catalyst, somebody who can attacks with a blunt weapon. Usually it's the strongest character that I own will be first. The 2nd slot is always reserved for Claymore character. The 3rd character could be anybody. I can switch it to anybody I want. That 3rd spot is like miscellaneous. It could be anybody, whoever I want to put in. And the last slot is always permanently Catalyst. That one never gets changed. And when it comes to my strongest Catalyst character, that is Skara. So the 4th slot is like Skara permanently forever. He never leaves this area. The only time my team ever gets switched is if I have to play as characters for like an event or something like, otherwise that never gets changed. He is permanently in this spot. And even when it comes to my other accounts, like my Ether account, that spot is always reserved for Catalyst. Because in my Ether account, she has this spot. It's Lanyan. And then in the other Lumine account, it's Yanfei, who's also Catalyst. So the 4th slot is always Catalyst, the 2nd slot is always Claymore, the 1st spot is always Sword or Catalyst, and the 3rd spot is reserved for whoever I want to put there at that time. That's how my teams are in this game. It's you.
It's you.
She's voiced, so.
Before battle, it is imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now.
I'm set.
Then, come meditate with me.
Oh god. She's pulling me into her mind! You seem unsettled.
Since leaving the plane of Euthymia, I seem to experience this feeling more and more, whether in the markets of Inazuma or before the sacred Sakura.
I seem to have had a hand in a lot of those. I'm sorry.
No, it may not be a bad thing. In the plane of Euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact.
Reason why she's saying this is because when you first come to Inazuma, you're literally her enemy. It takes you a while to open up to her. Like I was saying in the last previous 6 videos I did for this quest, this event, everybody always puts the Inazuma story down and says that it sucks. I personally don't think so. Inazuma, when it first came out, was my favorite area in the game, and it was until the other areas were added. As of right now, my favorite region in the game is Natland. Mostly because I like every single character in that region, as were in the previous regions. There were some characters I just did not like at all. And who I still don't. And I feel like, because those areas were created first, of course any region that's put into the game today will be better, because of course it comes after that. That's why Mondstadt's so small and bland and boring, as where Natland's like the funnest freaking place in the whole game, because it came much later. Such as the character designs as well. But when Inazuma first released, it was one of my favorite areas. And, you know, coming back to it is actually nice. Some people might say that, oh, this quest is just thrown here to add filler or whatever, but it's actually fun to come back to other areas in the game and interact with these characters, because even though we're traveling around, they permanently live here. This is their home. They don't travel like us. So it's fun to come back and see how these characters are still doing and to interact with them still. But out of all the Archons, A seen us as an enemy first, as where the other Archons did not. And they even did an oppressive take on Mavika, who's actually by all means a human. When we first met her, she was the one who wanted to meet us. She wanted to talk to us. She asked us to help her. As where the other Archons did not do that. Like, Venti hid from us at first, then revealed who he was. Zhongli hid from us too, and pretended that he was somebody else. And then we found out who he was when we seen him give his gnosis to Senora in the bank area in Liyue. At the, whatever, I can't remember the name of the bank right now. But when we seen him hand over the gnosis, then we realized that he also lied to us. We thought he was somebody from the Wangshen funeral parlor, just to find out he was the god that we had been with him all along, and he lied to us. And then when it came to Nahida technically didn't lie to us because she was imprisoned by her own people. We met her during the Sub-Zeri's festival, and then we found out who she really was. So she didn't actually hide from us. In fact, she reached out to us through a dream because that was her power, even though the real her was actually locked up and imprisoned. But we also helped her, and she became our friend quickly. Farina, when we first met her, said, "Oh, I challenge you to a duel," bullshit, and also kind of seemed like an enemy and seemed really stuck up. And at first, that's why I kind of didn't like her. I kind of hated her at first. I hate's a strong word. I get to say dislike. But as of now, I like Farina quite a bit. She's one of my favorites now. But when I first met her for the first time, she was not. So that's what I'm saying. All of the other Archons had weird receptions to us. Either they hid who they really were and worked with us in secret. But she came strong out the gate like, "I'll strike you down." And it took us a while to become her friend and to open up to. And for her to open up to us. That's why I feel like out of all the Archons, she's a special case. That's why she's like, every time I leave, I come out and see these sights, and it just reminds me of everything we went through. And that's why I said, well, everything that was caused back then was due to me. And that's why we're apologizing to her for it.
It is only natural that I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect. I have come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia. I will not unleash Muso no Hitotachi this time. I can only support you in the battle ahead, using illusion against illusion, dream against nightmare. The ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, Traveler.
This is a last-minute plan. We don't exactly know what we're about to face, and it could all fall through at a moment's notice. But one thing is for sure. This time, you will not face her alone. Yeah, because Chio was her old friend, and we have to fight a fragment from her nightmare, so it's like we're fighting Chio. And she had struck her down last time.
Did we do it?
Just in time. And it's done. Right on! Big dubs for the team. Oh my god.
The hard game rules!
What in the... Yeah, because Ito is an actual Oni. He's really a demon. So you would think he would pick up and be able to notice it. I know he acts like a goofball, but I really do like Ito. I really liked his story quest a lot, because you got to see more about how he really feels. He seems like a goofball and like he jokes around, but he actually really cares inside. He's actually more tougher and more sentimental than you give him credit for. Here it comes. There it is. Butterflies in my face. Don't panic. Just follow the plan.
Prepare yourself, traveler.
Already done. So angry, so mad. Didn't get my donut today.
All right. Follow me.
Okay. Playing a time yet. I haven't been here since we fought her the first time during the Inazuma quest. So I want to see if it looks the same. I have not been here since then. Since she pulled me in the first time. And if I remember correctly, it was like red and torii gates everywhere. So it should be different now. It should be like blue and like dreamscapey. Or it's the same as it was. Okay. During combat, you obtain new combat techniques known as parry and veil break. Yeah, I know. When using this skill, you will take a defensive stance to block opposing attacks. We did that when we first encountered it. If you parry just as your opponent is striking, you will perfect parry, completely negating all damage done to you and gain more verity. So they added this effect. I don't know if I've ever seen it anywhere else in the game before this. The only other place I've seen it is in Natland. When I fight against the obelisks thing. I know I'm not naming them right, but when you touch the obelisk and it transports you to like the Night Kingdom, there was an enemy in the game where I seen it for the first time. The whole guarding with the shield. I mean, they've had the shield mechanic with other past Inazuma events, where you like, oh, you attack with your sword. Like, they've had this in the game multiple times, but what I meant is I haven't seen it since then. The only other place where I seen it recently was in Natland. So now that we came back, they brought it back, and it's very interesting that they would bring this mechanic back. But I can't get my parrying down right, and I always screw it up. So you will gain verity when you use normal attacks and charge attacks against your opponent, or when you successfully parry. When you max out on verity, you can actively use Veil Break to deal massive damage. During combat, A will fight alongside you to defeat the Nightmare Fragments. Alright.
To think, there would be a day when we would fight in the plain of Euthymia, side by side.
Yeah, it seems weird. It does seem weird.
Traveler.
I always guard too early.
Truth made manifest.
Hold on. Yeah, I was right. Now I screwed it up. I need to time my pairings correctly. I'm always too early is what it is.
We have the
That was too early.
Time to strike.
Not really. Hold on. Hit me. I can't get it down just right. Are you Hold on. Okay. I always screw up my parrying. I always get it wrong. I see it. There's a certain wave on the floor. I don't know if you can parry those. Yeah, it looks a little different. It's not as red, it's purple now. I like how she's immune to it. He hit her.
Shadow the night, unmasked.
Human voice. I feel like the one doing most of the freaking damage is A. The opponent is entering a defensive state. Wait for A to attack. Wait for A to attack? Is she going to? We're just like walking. Okay. Should I do something?
I lend you my power. I grant you the Shogun's blessing.
Hold on. I was like, was I supposed to do something there? It's like wait for A to attack, and then it was like a deadlock. I was like, am I supposed to do something? I don't think that worked as they wanted me to. I screwed up my pairings a lot of the time. I felt like A was doing most of the damage for me. I could be wrong on that. Like, I was doing damage as well, but I felt like there was a few strikes that she did more damage than me.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
With your might, let illusions fall.
Makoshi-sama! Are you okay?
We thought you'd been eaten alive by the beast.
Mother!
Do what you must. Just save her. This nightmare, it's beyond our skill to heal.
What was that? I think that's Hazel's thing launching. Night falls, the games are complete, and the Mikawa Festival officially ends.
For many of us, I'm sure the last few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue. But for now, I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun.
Unadulterated.
Now, before we kick things off, our representative will announce the award for Best Game.
The award for Best Game goes to... Toma. I wish he told me Kozu and the others were here. What I'd give to see the look on their faces. Except you wouldn't be able to see their expressions at all.
The winning team will take home a sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission, along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, our special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could.
This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident. Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke.
Huh? Oh, so it was a horror game all along! I really thought I'd seen a ghost.
See, they were trying to cover up for them is what we're doing.
Wow, that takes immersive to a whole new level. Bakedanuki or something else.
Ah, smart idea. Now people will have no reason to fear the yokai. Yeah, we're covering up for them. I don't think the Shogun and Lady Guji want the yokai to fear humans either.
I present you this award in the name of the Narukami Ogosho, and I promise you this. No human shall infringe on your peace without cause.
Shogun is the best! Shogun is the best!
What about the Shogun's development plan?
The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid disturbing yokai territory. Besides, the world is a big place. Humans, yokai, there's more than enough room for all of us.
Oh. Alright. Do we just... I keep wanting to find Heizo, and every time I try to look for him, I never see him. I think him and Sarah were like up there somewhere, but I think it was just for immersion purposes. I don't think they're there anymore. Hold on.
Though there were misunderstandings, wariness, and even hostilities along the way, we still ended up with a celebration in the end. Seeing the Bakedanuki together with all these humans and yokai. It's a moving sight indeed.
Speaking of the Bakedanuki, where are Kinkaku and the others?
Miko took them to Mizuki so she can check them over. We needed to make sure the disappearance of the nightmare fragment did not have an adverse impact on them. After all, you claimed striking down the nightmare could endanger the Bakedanuki. Unless that was a lie?
Of course it wasn't. Come now. I know they want me to talk to Ito, but hold on a minute.
Next time!
Oh my god. That's weird. I can't seem to understand the Bakedanuki anymore. Some kind of spell must be wearing off, although I think I got the gist. Let's play together again sometime. Oh yeah, the Kitsune foxmail we ate is wearing... The power is fading. Hold on. The others are gonna be sad that I chose Toma, I bet.
We finished the game, but it feels like I'm forgetting something. Like our original goal.
Well, if you can't remember, it must not have been that important.
Just let it go and enjoy the festival. All the games are super fun. Bakedanuki spell!
Oh my god. You three, feeling alright? No side effects?
All good. That Umekwi Baku lady already looked us over.
We woke up once the nightmare fragment was gone. It felt like one big, long dream. Sorry we couldn't help you with the game, boss.
Don't worry about it. Besides, there's still time. Why don't you try out Akitsu Harpastum and tell me what you think?
Let's kapow together!
You didn't go to the hot springs? Well now, I don't see you going either. We did go with the boss once, but then he got hit into his head oh my god. But he got it into his head to start some sort of competition. What sort of competition? I forgot. The only thing I remember is almost passing out from the heat. Oh my god, what the Ito? Ah, compadre, a little birdie told me you went to Isa Bathhouse last night. What? I'm getting the crew together and we're gonna go there to celebrate. You in?
But we were just there!
Yeah. But I bet you were missing a few people, yeah? Like Shinobu and Goro and, you know, Ayato. Basically, boss heard about the trip and now he really wants to go. Anyway, once you're done perusing, come find me and we'll soak it up. This is weird. Leave the venue with Ita. Hold on, so is Hazo just freaking gone? Why is it every time I want to go find him to talk to him, he's just like gone, bro? Here's the second half. I know that sweet dreams are as fleeting as the morning dew, and yet... Oh. Yeah, I guess he's not. Hold on a minute. Let me look around one more time, because like every other character is here, but even Yai is gone, so... Is it just me? Oh no, I think it's effect. It's the effect of the forest. Do you see that over there? That light shining down in the trees? You see it like a light blue thing. It's because when you get into the forest over there, this whole area is supposed to get surrounded by a blue mist for effect. And when you're out of the view of it, you can see the range that's supposed to be shining down on the... Hold on. There's that statue of the Tanuki Irore. He's sealed right there, and the light shines down on him, but it's because I'm too far. If I was to actually go over there, the effect of the forest is supposed to cloud it, but I think the Ginju Forest, but because we're in an area where the effect of it isn't going to show in, so you can see what it looks like without the fog effect. Let's see. Normally there'd be like a fog here, but because it's gone for this event, you can actually see what it would look like. Once upon a time, I was a renowned Dakibanati. Okay, one of these days I will definitely use 8 huge... Oh, it's you! Our fates are twined now, so ask me whatever questions you have. Not right now. Nah, that person would probably recite some complicated poem right now. I'll see you around. Come and play with me when you are free. I mean, I am stunned after all, so I've got nothing but time. Yeah, you can't even talk to the other ones. Alright, let's go leave with Ito then. Woo! I forget that he goes so freaking far. Yeah, see, Sarah and him were there, but I think it was for immersive purposes. They're not here anymore. Alright. I have one more. I think he's at the bathhouse, because I remember seeing a cutscene with him. Well, ready to go? Or ready to get your soak on? Yeah, okay. Ah, yeah, next stop, Isa Bathhouse. Next stop, board. Like, turn the camera into that board. Yeah, there's supposed to be a cutscene where Ayato, Yoimiya, and Heizo are all there. Ayaka as well. So I know these, I follow these people online who often leak things way before they're ahead. Like, they're already leaking stuff for Anansan and some other character called, is it Veressa or Verissa? And I see what they look like. Following Ito's constant nagging, you all head to Isa Bathhouse once again. Oh god. This has got to be the hottest one. Let's see who can last the longest, who's in. This is weird. If you're the... Oh god, I can't read. If you're that excited about it, how can I refuse? Listen, this isn't a sauna.
So warm.
Sayu, that's cheating. You can't just transform like that. Paimon's like, hello?
Oh, hey! Don't fall asleep in the tub!
My fur is so heavy I almost feel dizzy. Look at Shinobu back there. If you can't handle the heat, Goro, get out of the tub. Hey, stop being so loud. The way she just appears, bro. On the other side... Ito is as energetic as ever.
It's not good to get distracted during a match, brother.
We're Genius Invocation TCG. Wow, this game is getting heated. What's your next move, Sovereign? What do you two think? I would take it slow. Try to consolidate my advantage. Or you could be aggressive. Taking a risk isn't a bad idea. Slow and steady or aggressive? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. I'm gonna be aggressive. Oh, very clever, Sovereign. A decisive defeat, I concede. Now, based on the random draw earlier, the next player should be Ayaka. Have fun, you two.
Okay. Go easy on me, traveler.
Oh god. Ayato must have lost to me on purpose to give Ayaka more time to play. Always up to something, that one. I like how her hairstyle is very similar to Luna Freya's from Final Fantasy 15. Like the way the braid goes over and the back is tied up, it's very similar. The only thing that's different is the bangs. That was literally like the identical same hairstyle where they tie the back up all loose and they put a braid over the top of the head. I liked Luna Freya as a character, just too bad she wasn't included more in that game. Like, she wasn't playable. Obviously, she would never be, but it would have been like cool to have a game where you got to play as her. She was gone for most of it until the ending, where she gets killed by Ardwin, or what his name is.
Boss! The Mikawa Flower Festival was a huge success for us! We had 3 times more visitors than usual!
Mm-hmm.
Based on what we've made so far, I think we'll be able to make this much.
That's great news! We might even beat Yai Publishing House this month.
Oh my god.
Oh, you look pleased about something. Having a party without me?
Oh, it's nothing.
I forgot to share some good news with you. 30% of the proceeds from the festival have been transferred to Yai Publishing House. We're expecting record profit this month. Don't you think congratulations are in order?
What?
Well, boss, I guess congratulations are in order. This is our 333rd time competing against Yai Publishing House in sales, and our best showing to date. 2nd place.
May this be a night of sweet dreams for all.
Look at her way up there. I wonder if I was to travel all the way up there, she wouldn't actually be there, would she? Let the ice of Bath's house warm your heart. Experience the glamour of Natland and feel your worries melt away. Ah, it's a traveler from afar. What a rare guest. Welcome. As luck would have it, our major shareholder is here too. I'm sure you will too. We'll have much to talk about. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think she would actually be there. It's just for... Why would you mount that damn thing? It was just for immersion purposes.
Ad Astra.
Like, if I was to actually go there, something should be there. They do that a lot in this game. They show you, like, a character standing in a place, but then when you go there, they're not there. Like, there are some times where you go and they actually really are, but then there's sometimes you go and they're not, so... Yeah. 83. Well, I guess that's it for that event. Yeah. It ended as pretty much as I thought it would. Yeah, I don't think... If I was to get all the way up there, she would really be there. It is interesting being able to come back to Inazuma, but what? I got up there originally in the past using Geo. I would use Looming to summon the Starfall. Oh god, I've been sneezing a lot lately. I've already been like that for like a whole week. I'm not sick or anything, I think it's just my allergies. Now that I have characters who can help me climb better, this is going to be easier than when I tried it my first time. Now I have characters that can actually get up here. Problem is, the way I do it is I always go through the middle and go out the back side. It's a little bit easier. Probably could use Zhongli to form a pillar.
10 points for agility.
Or not, because apparently Kenichi can go right up and over shit. Yeah, it is much easier with characters like him. I don't have to do all that preparing crap. I can just do it like this.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
How far does Scar glide? I want to see. Maybe if I get to the tip of this. Don't, Kenichi! Get up there! Kenichi, I swear to God. You can stand right on the tip of it. I've done this before. He is just... Yeah, sometimes my characters like to keep moving when I make them stop. It's kind of frustrating. Like, he doesn't stop on a dime. And I need him to. And there's times where he just doesn't. Because I've done this before with other characters. You can get right on the edge of it. You just have to go, like, super slow.
The wind rises.
Yeah. See, she would have been up here. I guess it was just immersive purposes only. She's not really here. Well, alright. Dole, I know if it's your first time playing this game, if you come to the back of this tower, there would be a chest up there. I had already got that a long time ago, though. Alright, well, I guess that's it for this event.